Oh, Jesus. This is all just a bad idea. It's just bad idea genes all over the place. Hello, movie lovers. Welcome to Old Lady Reacts. I'm the Old Lady, otherwise known as Michelle. I'm a huge movie buff, and this is my channel where I react to mostly action and superhero movies that I've never seen before, but also other stuff that looks interesting or new. I started the channel so I could understand the inside jokes and references in WandaVision, and here we are over a year later, still reacting. So I'm going to start another series today with the first Fast and the Furious movie from way back in 2001. The Fast and the Furious franchise has really become kind of a global phenomenon, and I have always felt weird not knowing anything about it. So this was one of the first movies I had ever put on my list when I started my channel back in January of 2022. I made myself a little list of, and this was like number 4 and number 5. So yeah, it's taken this long to get to it though. I've never seen a single one of these movies. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen a Vin Diesel movie where you like actually see him. Of course, I've seen him as the voice of Groot in all of the MCU movies, but I've never seen a movie that he's actually acted in person. So this should be interesting. I love that one of the reviews on Rotten Tomatoes just says, "This is a bad movie. Skip it." Like, short and sweet. But then another one says that it's, quote, the most fun to be had at the multiplex so far this year. So it's definitely a split decision on this one, and it's got 54 and 74% ratings, which is not too far apart, but also neither really good nor really bad. So maybe this first one is just not aging well, because if you look at the entire franchise, the ratings don't get up into the fully positive range until the 5th movie. So that's kind of weird. Usually it goes in the opposite direction. They start out really good and then they get worse. So I'll have to see if I can get through all 5 of them to get to the really good ones, or if I give up just because they're stupid. So before we get started, please subscribe so you can see all of my reactions, and then check out my Patreon if you're interested in participating in polls, having early access to videos, and watching full-length reactions. Hop over there and become a patron to support my channel. All right, let's dive into the Fast and the Furious. Very quiet, even though it's turned up. All right, we're diving right in. The old TV with the VCR built in. Oh dear. Back when all that stuff was actually worth stealing. Oh, goodness. Okay. Oh, I thought that was like a bomb or something. It's good they're being safe with their helmets on, though. Good for them. Better get that truck under control. It's going to tip over. That's, what is it? Oh, Christmas Vacation? When they do that? Holy blue eyes on him. My goodness. I'm a very good driver.
I'll have the tuna.
No crust?
No crust.
Is he 7 years old that he needs the crust cut off? Really? That's smooth. I think there's going to be some interesting 2001 fashion in this movie.
You look good.
His eyes are very blue. Wow. I don't know if I've ever met anyone in person whose eyes are that blue. I guess I don't know a lot of people in person whose eyes are blue. All my entire family's eyes are brown.
No one likes a tuna here. Yeah, well, I do.
Seems a silly thing to fight about. Who actually drives like that, like on a regular basis? So full confession, I really hate loud cars like that because I live in this middle of the city, and the whole like drag race thing happens here in the summer, and it's very, very annoying. So I may not be super into the whole like racing cars thing. But I'll try not to hold that against the movie too much. Although I have a feeling that this movie might be responsible for inspiring a lot of that stuff. So we have many different factions here.
And one of the things that we knows is, it's not how you stand by your car, it's how you race your car.
That would be, yeah. Just driving it in and standing by it doesn't mean much, but okay. That's a cool one. I like that red one. I'd drive that. Not very well, but I'd drive it. Although if it's a stick, I can't drive a stick. I've never learned, so I probably wouldn't be able to drive it.
Winner takes all. Hector, you're gonna hold the cash.
Why Hector?
He's too slow to make away with the money, man.
That's an insult there. I like that.
And I take the respect. To some people, that's more important.
Screw your respect. I'll take the money. So yeah, one of the reviews said that this is basically just a ripoff of Point Break, which I am a big fan of the movie Point Break. So I don't know why I would have seen Point Break many, many, many times when it first came out and not have seen this. But it might have been because I'm a big Patrick Swayze fan and I'm also a big Keanu Reeves fan. So, you know, could go either way. A little Britney Spears going on there, outfit.
Hell's going on around here? Streets closed, pizza boy. Find another way home.
That would piss me off. Although in Minneapolis, like, there's a million ways to get everywhere, so it really doesn't matter. Like, one street's blocked, you just go around, it's fine. Just take the other street. You gotta have the right music. I don't know if you were racing for money, would you weigh your car down with speakers and stuff? I don't. I won't pretend to understand the science behind pumping nitrous oxide into your car, however it does that, I guess. They sure are sitting on the starting line for a while.
I got a 187 in Glendale. Cops are all over it, man. We're good to roll. I repeat, good to roll.
Oh, that's what they're waiting for. Is waiting for like a go ahead that the cops are busy doing something else. Interesting. Okay. Oh, that's neat. Yeah, those are all sticks of 5-speed. I don't know how to drive those. I would not do well in this movie at all. I'm liking the pulled focus and the little effects to like show you how fast the car is going and what it looks like to them. Oh jeez, the car is like literally breaking apart.
It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
That is true. There are no points for second place.
We have reported street racing along Hawthorne.
We got cops.
Time to go. Yeah, except now the cops don't really break it up anymore. They just observe. And nobody's paying attention to whether or not the cops are coming. The cops just show up and they like can't get that close to it because all the streets are blocked with all the traffic that they've blocked off. Oh, that's smart. Just go in a parking ramp. Yeah, just walking along here. Nothing to see here. See, I thought the cop was gonna like stop and say, "How's it going? Anybody get caught? Where's my share? All right, see ya. Have a good one." Put your seatbelt on, buddy. If you speed race chased by a cop, you better buckle up. Oh dear, yeah. We don't play with that. This is back in 2001 before back when a police chase was a cool thing, and they're not really anymore. Because you could kill people doing that. And they do kill people. They have killed people.
You're the last person in the world I expected to show.
Yeah, well, I thought if I got in your good graces, you might let me keep my car.
No.
You are my good graces, but you ain't keeping your car.
It's going to take a lot more than that.
2 years in Lombard. I'll die before I go back.
Important detail, okay.
Ah, great.
What?
Oh, who are these guys now? Those are some pants. Goodness. I was going to say the leather pants would be kind of uncomfortable, but if you're riding a motorcycle, you should definitely be wearing leather pants. So those are the same helmet. Those must be the guys that were, and there's some semis right there. They must be the guys who are jacking the semi trucks. Uh-oh, now they're back. What happened? So much for your car. Oh dear. Okay, yeah, I suppose. That'll do it.
A business deal that went sour. Plus, I made the mistake of sleeping with his sister.
That'll do it. It's a strangely drug-free party. You think they'd all be like smoking pot and like...
You know you owe me a 10-second car, right?
Ouch.
Not exactly mind-blowing dialogue, but it's all right.
Hey, buddy.
He's a complicated guy.
Yeah, what about you?
Snapple. That's a 2000 thing.
Wow, nice crib, Sergeant. It's a lot nicer than that last place you confiscated.
Ain't it?
See, even the cops are Hollywood in Hollywood.
All right, then. That is kind of a cool place if you like that kind of retro mid-century modern style.
DVD players and digital cameras alone are worth $1 million too, which brings the grand total to $6 million plus.
Back when stealing DVD players was a thing too. Now you can't even give them away. I don't even know where mine is. I have one, but I don't know where it is. I wouldn't even know how to plug it into my TV.
He gave us the same MO, 3 Honda Civics, precision driving, same green neon glow.
Honda Civics, not Dodge Chargers?
If we don't make this case soon, the truckers will take matters into their own hands.
Yeah, so it was in the synopsis that he was actually a cop, so this is why I'm not kind of really surprised by this.
We don't have time. Just get me something I can use.
Doesn't really work that way, dude. These things take time. Floppy disk. Oh, I love it.
Hey, you said you need 3 of all this stuff?
Yeah, 3 of everything. What do you think about that? Check this out.
So maybe it is them and not the Asian guys. Well, those aren't the same tires.
You plan on racing with hopes and dreams?
I don't know, but I know they're sneaky. You got enough money to buy anything.
Oh, they've got the DVDs and stuff. Hi there. Head on over to my Patreon to get access to exclusive content like Firefly, polls, and a growing collection of full-length reactions. And now, back to the movie.
Remember I told you about the guy he nearly beat to death? Toretto did this with a 3/4-inch torque wrench.
I love that, like, beating up one guy. That's like nothing compared to, like, the stuff we see in movies now. It's like, okay, what, he beat up one guy? Ooh, that's really awful.
For those 10 seconds or less, I'm free.
So, like, I guess I don't even know what the 10 seconds thing is all about, really? Like, is that like a kind of a sprint race that they do?
The only thing that pulled me in was you. Being friends with your brother is just a bonus.
Smooth. That's a strange. That's kind of come out of nowhere. That's weird. Oh, have they like shamed him in front of his family now? Okay, that could cause some problems.
So they're out.
Yeah, father bailed him out. Is this the kind of intelligence I can expect from you, O'Connor?
Well, you moved before he was ready. He told you not to do anything.
You got 36 hours to crack this bastard. Or you might want to be thinking about another career.
It seems unnecessarily rushed just for to like push the plot forward and make them cause unnecessary desperation.
He won't go back to prison.
Well, that's a choice he's going to have to make.
Just because he said so? Like,
Nice car. What's the retail on one of those?
More than you can afford, pal. Ferrari.
he's still gonna kick your ass then. Okay, so we're gonna like crash the cars too. That's very unsafe. Don't do that.
Race wars. We'll see how you do. Then we'll talk.
So he admits that there is something else. I don't know. I don't know that it is him, but yeah. Okay. It would be nice if like the idea of a woman driving wasn't like completely foreign to them. Like the women are kind of just the accessories in this movie, rather unnecessarily.
Baby, hey baby. Well, how about I race you for that sweet little ass?
You want ass? Why don't you hit Hollywood Boulevard?
Yeah, and don't call me baby.
Number one bites does stop.
Don't be singing Queen, loser.
This fool's running a Honda 2000. I'll win. Away, me and my...
Like Hondas and Volkswagens. Like, is that really what they raced back then? I can't even imagine like a Honda Civic being anywhere near a race like that. Maybe that's a thing. I guess, I don't know. Honda Civic just doesn't sound very fast or exciting to me. Cause yeah, if they all have nitrous oxide.
Too soon, Junior.
Yeah, then what's like, if they're all doping, then everybody's doping, and then I guess it's about the driver and not the car. Okay, he didn't do very well in that fight. You know, step to Vin Diesel. You need to be prepared to fight a little bit better than that. He spent like that entire fight on the ground.
Listen to me. Mia, I'm a cop.
Oh, he's just gonna like out himself to her right away. They're just like on a random thing and under tarps.
Look, this is the mother lode. We've been on this for 3 months. After this, it's a long vacation for everyone.
It's always the bad sign. You can never do a job like that without that out of like, oh, just one last big job and then we're done. Like, no. So you think with their access to all these different cars and things that they'd like mix up the kinds of cars that they use so that they can't be that, so that their MO is different of each crime and there's no like consistent ways to catch them.
All right, I think we're about 40 miles away.
What are you gonna do?
Is he gonna try and go like intercept them or something? Which that seems difficult, but okay. Oh, I don't know. The seat, was it supposed to attach to the seat? Because I feel like the seat would just pull out with its body weight.
Back off, get him off of there!
Don't take your helmet off. That's a bad idea. Why did he do that? Jeez. Oh my God. Oh, his arm is all messed up. Oh no. Oh jeez. No. He's gonna get like ran over by like the tires or like squished in it. Ugh. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. This is all just a bad idea. It's just bad idea genes all over the place. And at no point did another car come from the other direction. Okay, slow down. Just slow down.
Come on, Vince, hang in there, come on!
Oh, his arm's gonna be in a bad way.
Yeah, this is Officer Brian O'Connor. I'm off duty MAPD. I need a life flight rollout right away.
So it's like, I thought he was gonna like let them drive away while he stays with Vince and the helicopter comes. I don't know. Did they all just get caught? I can't tell who is there still. Like. Well, she can't be that torn up about it. Like, yeah, you go with your family. Like, I don't know that they've really established like a relationship with the two of them where they would really like, where she would even think about staying with him rather than being with the family. Like, you know, one dinner at a Mexican restaurant, like that ain't gonna kind of, you gotta establish it a little bit better than that.
I don't know. I'm panicked. I'm sorry. I'm scared. I don't know what I'm doing.
What's happening? Oh, yeah, those guys. Okay. Oh dear.
No!
So everything's just gonna be spinning out of control here, I guess. What does it say? I'm guessing they don't have nitrous oxide in their little road bikes. Because those aren't even really crotch rockets. Like, you could get far in those. But they're not really meant for, like, speed racing on the street. They're more for, like, off-road biking, I would think. Aren't they? I guess I'm not an expert, but I've only been reminded of the crotch rockets recently because of my fabulous viewing of the incredibly important cinematic masterpiece, Cool as Ice. Uh-oh. There you go. Bye.
Call 911. You call 911!
I don't know, 2001, they might not have cell phones. Not everybody did. Oh, now it's a race between these two?
That railroad crossing up there is exactly a quarter mile away from here. On green, I'm going for it.
And? What is that supposed to, like, what if he loses? Does he turn himself in or something? Like, what's the point? Oh, because there's a train coming? How did he know there was a train coming? Well, if it's already smoking, if it gets hit by a train, it's probably going to explode pretty quickly. I have a big fireball. Don't play chicken with a train. You will lose. I'm not sure what the point of that was, but all right. Goodbye, car. Did he even have his seatbelt on? Probably not.
That's not what I had in mind.
Yeah, I'm thinking that. Really? He's not going to be able to shift very well with his shoulder out of joint. Oh, there's a post-credit scene. Yeah, the car and motorcycle action sequence depicted in this film are dangerous. Yeah, we know that. But it's probably a good idea to not encourage this kind of behavior. Yeah.
I live my life a quarter mile at a time. Nothing else matters.
How'd you get that car? That's a nice one. I'd take that.
Seconds or less, I'm free.
Oh, is that all that was? Okay. Well, that wasn't too bad. You know, it moved at a fast clip. The action scenes were exciting and filmed in an interesting way. There were some interesting backstories, and the characters, you know, they weren't exactly deep, but they had some specificity. I mean, they were tropes for the most part, but I think the acting was better than the script really allowed them to be. I'll say it that way. It didn't give them a lot to work with, but they did their best. If I had a criticism, I would say, you know, it could have dug a little deeper into like the motivations and relationships of the characters, and then like the science of the cars could have been explained a bit more and to be more interesting. I would have liked to see some more specific motivation to Brian's choices in the end. That didn't make a whole lot of sense, but overall, I didn't hate it. I wasn't like rolling my eyes at too many things. Although I could have, like, there was a lot to roll your eyes at, but I wasn't like irritated by any of those problems. It felt pretty like par for the course for movies in the late 90s, early 2000s as far as like style and feel. It was made to be cool and fun, not deep. And I'd say it succeeded in that while doing its best to add a little bit of character and plot. Does this compare at all quality-wise to Point Break? I don't think so. I think while Vin Diesel is interesting and entertaining, he has a very good screen presence. I think he lacks the character lacks the madness and kind of uncontrolled thrill-seeking and drive that Patrick Swayze brought to the lead bad guy in Point Break. There was more of a contrast in personality between Bodhi and Johnny that in Point Break that leveled up the tension beyond your typical action kind of film relationship. You never really knew what Bodhi was gonna do. This could have been a little bit better and had a little bit more conflict and relationship between Brian and Dom and in building that relationship. But I don't know, maybe I'm just in a good mood today because I was at my niece's birthday party earlier, and I'm willing to just like, I was willing to go with the silliness and the implausibility and the plot holes in this movie. There's something rather charming and I think almost sincere about it. You know, they weren't trying to win an Oscar making this film. This is just a fun movie that they thought would be fun to make, and they enjoyed it, and they thought audiences might enjoy it too. You know, it's silly and there are huge plot holes, but I'm not mad about it. Good for them. They got a huge money-making hit on their hands that they were able to have a good time making. So, yeah, I'm not mad about it. If you like this movie, please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, do all the things. Check out my Patreon for exclusive content and click here to watch another of my reactions next. You guys are awesome. I love sharing movies with you, good and bad. Thanks for watching with me.